Welcome to Sacred Sister Soul Talks TV and Sacred Warrior Mothers. I am Aziza Sacred Wellspring, your host and transformational coach. Today's podcast is entitled Healing the Self Within, Doing Your Shadow Work. Trauma and conditioning creates a limited version of ourselves, with both parts of ourselves that we cherish and admire, as well as other parts that we often hide and keep to ourselves. This fragmentation can cause us to live a completely different external life compared to how we are feeling on the inside. When you begin to awaken to who you are, to heal your traumas, you go through various aspects of that trauma, which shows up in what is called shadow work. Some of those aspects might be journaling, sacred groups, a song, an event. These aspects are your unconscious mind that uncover the parts of yourself that you have repressed. Shadow work is introspection made spiritual. By doing your shadow work, you begin to heal those fragmented parts of yourself, thus invoking spiritual awareness. It doesn't matter who you are, you have to do your shadow work. It doesn't matter what station of life you're in, you have to do your shadow work. Your shadow work is how you advance spiritually. Recently, I had to take a look at my emotional self, which was affecting my heart chakra. To clear that chakra, I had to heal and go within. I had to take a look at all the things that affected me. And those things were pain, long suffering, inadequacy, anger, resentment. I had to take a look at me and be honest with myself. As a transformational coach, I take on a lot. I work with people who are themselves healing from their trauma, and my work and myself became intertwined. So I had to take a deep look at me and separate the two. My work from my emotional self. And that's where my healing came in. I had to face me. I wasn't Aziza now, I was Abby. And I had to look at myself and what made me do what I do. So I got to working on me. I sat and I wrote all the things that I thought affected me. I got honest with me first. And that's the first part to doing your shadow work. You cannot pretend your way through your shadow work because it is your work. And if you can't be honest with you, how are you going to be honest with anyone else? So I had to first be honest with me. As I always tell my clients, be honest with them. That now applied to me. So I got to writing. And as it came to me, I wrote it down without judgment. I was free flowing. I released all of that anger, all of that pain from my heart chakra. And this wasn't overnight. This was something that was stored up for years and years and years. And I wrote until I couldn't write anymore. I was releasing the energy from my heart so that I can heal my emotional body to move forward. And after I wrote all of this out, I then did the next thing. I burnt it, because when you burn it in the physical, you're burning it also in the spiritual. You're freeing yourself to become. And I did that. And after I burnt it, I flushed it, because I am flushing it away in the physical so that I'm flushing it away in the spiritual. This is how you go about healing some of your trauma. It is going to be different for everyone because we're different individuals and we have to heal different parts of ourselves as we move forward in this Aquarian age. So welcome to yourself. Welcome to Healing from Within. I am Aziza Sacred Wellspring, your host and transformational coach. Peace and blessings.